25. Extending millions of kilometers into space, the corona is an aura of plasma that surrounds the sun. What scientists cannot explain, though, is why the sun's corona is much hotter than its visible surface. While the average temperature of the surface is about 5,800 degrees Kelvin, the corona reaches a burning temperature of 1 to 3 million degrees Kelvin. 24. Animal migration can be found in all major animal groups, including birds, mammals, fish, reptiles, and insects. What puzzles scientists, however, is how these animals venture on these amazing journeys without getting lost. There have been many theories about this phenomenon, but the true cause remains unknown. 23. There are several places known for the hum, a phenomenon described as a persistent, invasive, low-frequency humming, rumbling, or droning noise with an unknown source, but the one in the town of Taos, New Mexico is probably the most famous. What makes this hum even more mysterious is the fact that only 2% of the local people have been able to hear it. No matter what the origin of the weird sound is, those who can hear it find it extremely disturbing. 22. Located on Eel Malk Island in Palau, the Jellyfish Lake is a marine lake connected to the ocean through a network of fissures and tunnels. Every day, millions of jellyfish migrate across the lake, but between 1998 and 2000, not a single jellyfish did. There are many theories as to the cause of this phenomenon, but scientists are still not sure of the exact one. 21. Also known as ice disks or ice pans, the ice circles are a very rare natural phenomenon that occurs in slow-moving water and freezing temperature. Scientists don't know exactly how the circles originate, but it's generally believed they form in eddy currents where thin ice plates rotate and gradually freeze together. The diameter of the circles can vary greatly from just a few feet to up to 50 feet, or over 15 meters. 20. For decades, people have been reporting sightings of a large, human-like hairy creature known as Bigfoot, or the Yeti. While the vast majority of scientists are skeptical of its existence, there are a few experts who believe that Bigfoot really exists. They suggest it can be a relict population of Gigantopithecus, a giant ape that lived between 9 million and 100,000 years ago. 19. In 2013, a massive hurricane was spotted on Saturn by a NASA spacecraft. The storm's eye was about 1,250 miles, or 2,000 kilometers across, with speeds of up to 330 miles per hour, or 530 kilometers per hour. On Earth, warm oceans power hurricanes. However, since there are no oceans on Saturn, this makes the creation of such a gigantic storm an unexplained phenomenon. 18. I've already talked about the wonder of animal migration, but there is one whose annual migration is particularly impressive. The monarch butterfly only lives for about 6 months, which means the butterflies that make the return journey are the children of those that made the first trip. Never having migrated themselves, how can they know where to go? Researchers have proposed many theories, and some have identified the butterfly's antenna as vital to its migratory success. However, certainty has yet to be determined. 17. There have been several bizarre cases of animals falling from the sky. In the summer of 2000 in Ethiopia, for example, it rained millions of fish, with some of them dead and others still struggling to live. Most of these animal rains are attributed to tornadoes or other types of severe storms capable of lifting and carrying bodies of water, but there is one peculiar fact that challenges this theory. Usually, the rains are of one kind of animal only. 16. What's known as Naga fireballs is a strange natural phenomenon seen on the Mekong River in Thailand and Laos, where glowing reddish balls are alleged to naturally rise from the water. There have been several attempts to scientifically explain these fireballs, but as of yet, no decisive explanation exists. 15. The Mapimi Silent Zone refers to a desert patch in Durango, Mexico, that's alleged to be an extremely silent place where bizarre phenomena occur. In 1970, a test missile launched from a U.S. military base near Green River, Utah, lost control and fell into the area. Parts of the boosters used for the Apollo project also broke up and landed here, as well as the world's largest carbonaceous chondrite meteorite. Maybe it's just a coincidence. 14. For centuries, people have been observing strange flashes preceding major earthquakes. The lights have been reported many times, but it wasn't until the 1960s when people took the first pictures. Since then, scientists started to take it seriously and have created many theories for their origin. including piezoelectricity, frictional heating, and electrokinetics. 13. Scientists have found that similar lights also occur in areas where a large volcanic eruption is about to happen. The latest studies suggest that the lights might be caused by elements that awaken the natural electrical charge of rocks, causing them to sparkle and glow. 12. We've all noticed that when the moon is on the horizon, it appears much larger than when it's higher in the sky. But try to hold a small object like a coin at arm's length with one eye closed, positioning it next to the seemingly large moon. When the moon is higher, putting that same object near the moon reveals that there is no change in size. Though theories abound, there's no concrete explanation for this illusion. 11. Living in the Great Smoky Mountains National Park, the synchronous fireflies are the only firefly species in America who can synchronize their flashing light patterns. They do so for only a few weeks every year, but the reason for this behavior remains unknown. 10. Did you know that a cat's purr ranks among the most mysterious sounds in the animal kingdom? Scientists argue not only about the way the sound is produced, but also its purpose. Cats often purr when petted or when resting, but they also do it when eating and sometimes even while giving birth. Therefore, the main reason why cats purr remains unknown. 9. Humpback males can produce long and very complex songs that were originally thought to attract females, but studies have shown that the sound often attracts other males too. Moreover, individuals can learn the songs from each other and spread them among other populations. So the humpback singing remains somewhat of a mystery. 8. The Big Bang Theory is the prevailing cosmological model for the birth of the universe. It states that at a moment some 14 billion years ago, all of space was contained into a single point from which the universe has been expanding ever since. However, the theory does not provide any explanation for the initial conditions of the universe. It only describes and explains its general evolution going forward from that point. But what existed before that? We don't know. 7. If there's a place known for the occurrence of mysterious phenomena and bizarre events that scientists have trouble explaining, it's the Bermuda Triangle. In this loosely defined region in the western part of the North Atlantic Ocean, a number of aircrafts and ships are said to have disappeared under mysterious circumstances. Scientists tend to explain the disappearances as a result of several coincidences, such as violent weather, ocean currents, human error, and even methane bubbles. 6. The Loch Ness Monster mystery is somewhat similar to Bigfoot's. There have been many sightings of this creature reported, but most have been proven false. Yet there are some speculations that this Scottish lake might be home to a plesiosaur, an extinct marine reptile thought to have died off some 66 million years ago. Plesiosaurs were once abundant in the area of present-day United Kingdom, but the chance that any would secretly survive until now is close to zero. 5. Found in the arid grasslands of southern Africa, the fairy circles are patches of barren land, the diameter of which vary between 2 and 15 meters, or 7 and 49 feet. Their origin and history have long been a puzzle, and even now, scientists are still not sure who or what create them. One favorite assumption is that a sand termite is responsible, but the range of the circles is much wider than that of this termite species. 4. The sailing stones refer to an amazing geological phenomenon in which rocks move and inscribe long tracks along a smooth valley floor without any human or animal intervention. There have even been cases of the stones turning over, exposing another side to the ground, and changing direction. Their origin isn't clear, but scientists suggest that movement might be caused by a strong wind that pushes the stone on a thin layer of clay. 3. Every year, up to 2,000 whales beach themselves, and in most cases, die. It is also known that they have been committing this strange way of suicide for at least thousands of years. There have been numerous theories about why they do it, but none of them have been conclusive enough so far. 2. Ball lightning is probably the most famous unexplained electrical phenomenon. The term refers to reports of blazing spherical objects which vary in diameter. It's usually associated with thunderstorms, but lasts considerably longer than regular lightning bolts. This has been a subject of research since 1834, when researcher William Snow Harris brought it into the scientific realm, but even now, there's no widely accepted explanation. 1. Since the 1940s, there has been a strange light phenomenon observed in the Hessdalen Valley in Norway. The spectacle is a form of light floating above the ground level. Between 1981 and 1984, the lights were observed up to 20 times per week, but since then, the activity has decreased, and now the lights are observed about 10 to 20 times per year. Despite ongoing research and numerous working hypotheses, there is no convincing explanation for their origin. Enjoying our lists? Be sure to click that subscribe button in the top right corner so you don't miss out on new ones every Monday through Friday. Share them with your friends and help us consistently conciliate curiosity. And if you want even more lists, check out these two videos here, or just head to our website at list25.com.